any reason to try to bring this young lady down. I guess they're jealous. I don't know what it is. Well, yeah, I do. All right. For a lot of them, it's her skin color and her sexual preference. I hate to say that. That is part of this.
Is the WNBA truly braced for the collision course everyone's been anticipating? Because the undercurrent of excitement is rapidly turning into a tidal wave of anticipation, and the preseason preparations are escalating to a fever pitch. We're talking about Caitlin Clark, the incandescent college basketball star, who didn't just break records, she obliterated them, captivating audiences and redefining offensive firepower. Now she's poised to ignite the WNBA, but it's not just her highly anticipated arrival that's sending ripples through the league. It's the hushed pronouncements, the almost mythical tales emerging about her preseason training regimen. Whispers of unbelievable intensity are circulating, and you can bet the established guard of the WNBA is paying very, very close attention.
And I know I was undersized going against DB, and so trying to just be as active as I could, get my hands on as many balls as I could, and take advantage of that. Caitlin? Yeah. What are we done? Oh, Lex.
Caitlin Clark isn't simply joining the WNBA, she's making a seismic entrance, one that feels more like a cultural phenomenon than just a rookie debut. Fresh from a college career that wasn't just statistically dominant, but utterly mesmerizing in its artistry and audacity, the fervor around her is genuinely palpable. As the undisputed #1 draft pick for the Indiana Fever, she carries the weight of expectation from an entire fan base and frankly much of the sporting world. She's not just a scorer, she's a playmaker, a showstopper, a generational talent arriving with a highlight reel that feels less like a collection of plays and more like a highlight film. The pressure is immense, the projections are stratospheric, and every basketball enthusiast is collectively holding their breath, eager to witness if she can translate her collegiate brilliance into WNBA dominance. Her inaugural season isn't merely awaited, it's circled on calendars, a landmark event in the making.
One thing I'm going to tell you about the old WNBA fans or the new WNBA fans that are activists that have joined for the culture war, because there's two separate factions. There's the old ones that, been around and just laboring and nothing was ever popping until Caitlin came along.
But the narrative takes a fascinating turn, adding layers of intrigue beyond just Caitlin's innate gifts. It's not solely about her dazzling skill set that's generating buzz, it's the burgeoning legend of her training, and crucially the identity of her training partner, Lexie Hull. Hull is far from just another name on the roster. She's a battle-hardened WNBA veteran, respected across the league for her unwavering work ethic and an almost legendary commitment to rigorous preparation. Envision her as Clark's clandestine weapon, a seasoned professional, deeply familiar with the WNBA's demanding landscape, now dedicated to pushing Clark to uncharted territories of performance. Suddenly, Clark's preseason isn't just about routine drills, it's evolving into a transformative process, seemingly being forged in the very crucible of WNBA intensity, guided by a seasoned expert.
They're out of open. Do you want to?
Yeah, look at that.
Bring in the gold.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Okay. Taste test. We got our golden mugs, tumblers. They're ginormous. All right, what did you get, Caitlin?
Your camera looks a bit dirty. I got the same thing as last time because it was good.
So what precisely constitutes this unbelievable training that's becoming the stuff of league legend? While specific details are understandably shrouded in secrecy, the pervasive whispers paint a picture of something extraordinary. Envision relentless, grueling shooting sessions, meticulously refining an already devastatingly accurate long-range game, pushing the boundaries of her already remarkable consistency. Imagine intensive workshops focused on court vision and orchestrating the offense, honing her already exceptional passing acumen to navigate the tighter defenses of the WNBA. And without question, picture strength and conditioning regimens elevated to an extreme level, meticulously sculpting her physique to withstand the relentless physicality and grueling schedule of the professional game. This transcends mere practice. It's a comprehensive metamorphosis, a deliberate and intensely focused undertaking to not just acclimate but to assert dominance from her very first tip-off.
But Caitlin Clark did officially put out a statement on Juju Watkins on her Twitter feed, Twitter X feed, and it's a fantastic statement. But somehow, some way, people that can't stand Caitlin Clark are now turning this into something.
And the grapevine in the WNBA is buzzing louder than ever. Across locker rooms and practice facilities, opposing squads are hearing the accounts, catching fleeting glimpses, and the collective understanding is crystallizing. Caitlin Clark is not just arriving, she's launching fully armed and meticulously prepared. You can almost perceive a subtle shift in the overall atmosphere of the league. The initial excitement and welcoming anticipation are now subtly nuanced with an undercurrent of cautious apprehension. The WNBA cognoscenti always recognized Clark's immense talent, but this reported level of preseason dedication, this almost monastic focus on preparation, it's not just raising eyebrows, it's sparking hushed conversations, and perhaps amongst some competitors, a dawning sense of unease about the competitive landscape shifting dramatically.
All right, we are back with another weight room lift. Here we go. Oh, the girl is strong. Lexie's wearing a stupid little outfit. Cute! Yes, hit it. Hit it. Do I look strong? Yep, you do. Yeah.
There we go.
Break time. Bill. Bill. What?
Now let's pivot and bring the compelling figure of Angel Reese squarely into the narrative. Selected 7th overall by the Chicago Sky, Reese is emphatically not a footnote in this story. She's a dominant force in her own right, a player celebrated for her ferocious tenacity on the boards, her unwavering competitive spirit, and her undeniable star power. It's a certainty that she's tracking these developments with laser focus. It's inconceivable that she's not absorbing the escalating buzz surrounding Clark's preseason preparations. These two aren't merely joining the professional ranks within the same draft cohort, they're carrying the weight of a rivalry that captivated the college basketball world, a dynamic that promises to electrify the WNBA stage. Reese, with her own lofty ambitions, her national championship pedigree, and her inherent competitive drive, is undoubtedly analyzing every whisper emanating from Indiana, keenly aware of the emerging narrative.
Witnessing the hatred that follows Clark's every move.
Of course, last night during March Madness against Mississippi State, Juju Watkins suffered a horrific injury. Did a video on it this morning. Obviously, we're all pulling for her, all right, to get better. I haven't seen any Caitlin Clark fans talking negatively about Juju Watkins and that injury or wishing it on her or anything like that. I wish I could say the same for fans of the original WNBA fans when it comes to you-know-who, Caitlin Clark. And in fact, I think one of them made a live stream about Caitlin's knee or something like that.
Because let there be no ambiguity, this unbelievable training regimen of Clark, amplified by the mentorship of Hull, transcends mere individual skill enhancement. It's a calculated declaration. It's a resounding message being broadcast with increasing clarity throughout the WNBA and with particular resonance to emerging rivals like Angel Reese. The unspoken, yet palpable subtext? Clark isn't entering the league merely to participate. She's arriving with the explicit intention to dominate, to reshape the competitive hierarchy, and for a player as intensely competitive, as fiercely ambitious as Reese, witnessing this level of preparation, absorbing the rapidly constructing narrative of Clark's ascendance, you know it's registering with profound impact. It's not panic in the literal sense of fear, but it's a surge of adrenaline, a heightened state of alert, a visceral understanding that the anticipated rivalry isn't a future event. It's igniting in the present, becoming intensely, palpably real.
Thank you. I would say that's kind of my role.
Respectful.
That's kind of, a reason that I'm out there is to try to make an impact defensively. And I know I was undersized going against DB. And so trying to be as active as I could, get my hands on as many balls as I could, and take advantage of that. Caitlin? Yeah. Only done.
So is Angel Reese experiencing panic in the conventional sense? Probably not a state of alarm, but assuredly she's operating at peak awareness, undoubtedly strategizing, meticulously calibrating her own preparations. Without question, she's fueled, galvanized, and intensely motivated, because the undeniable truth is this: Caitlin Clark's unbelievable training alliance with Lexie Hull has unequivocally amplified the competitive temperature in the WNBA, injecting an immediate and potent dose of drama into the upcoming season. The Clark versus Reese narrative is no longer a distant possibility simmering on the horizon. It's a rapidly approaching reality, crackling with electric anticipation, poised to explode onto the court. But Angel Reese isn't one to simply observe from the sidelines. Those who know her game, her mentality, understand that passivity isn't in her playbook. It's highly probable that while the buzz surrounds Clark's Indiana camp, Reese is quietly, intensely forging her own path to dominance in Chicago. Imagine her own grueling training sessions, perhaps even amping up her already formidable physicality and rebounding prowess. Picture her dissecting game film, strategizing with her new Sky teammates, and mentally steeling herself for the inevitable comparisons and head-to-head clashes. Reese is likely channeling the external hype around Clark not as a source of anxiety, but as fuel, as an added layer of motivation to propel her own ascent in the WNBA. The Chicago Sky practices are likely becoming a crucible of their own, driven by Reese's unwavering competitive fire.
So fans got their wish, and Lexie Hull got more run for Rose BC in Unrivaled. And it worked out well for them. Lexie played extraordinarily well, very well, does the things that she does well, did the things that she does well, and helped them get a win. And she got Rose recognition as a result. She was the Rose of the game. And Lexie does the things that don't show up in the box score, which was pointed out by the coach after the game, actually.
While the Clark versus Reese storyline rightly dominates headlines, it's crucial to remember they are not solitary meteors. They are leading a constellation of exceptionally talented rookies entering the WNBA, poised to collectively reshape the league's landscape. Consider players like Cameron Brink, Camila Cardoso, and others from this highly touted draft class. Each brings a unique skill set, a distinct competitive edge, and their own fervent ambitions. This isn't just about two players, it's about an influx of fresh energy, a wave of next-generation talent injecting dynamism and compelling new narratives into the WNBA. The Clark-Reese rivalry is undeniably the marquee attraction, but it's set against the backdrop of a broader, more profound shift, a league being revitalized and redefined by an extraordinary rookie class. Ultimately, the intensifying Clark-Reese rivalry and the overall excitement surrounding this rookie class translates to a monumental win for the WNBA itself. This surge of attention, this palpable anticipation is drawing more eyes to the league than perhaps ever before. Increased viewership, amplified media coverage, burgeoning fan engagement, these are the tangible outcomes of this captivating storyline, and this rising tide lifts all boats. Every player in the WNBA, every team, every franchise stands to benefit from this heightened spotlight. This moment isn't just about individual rivalries or rookie debuts, it's about a significant leap forward for women's basketball, a powerful surge of momentum that promises to propel the WNBA to new heights of popularity and cultural relevance, not just for this season, but for years to come.
Ugh. That was great. She had a great night, but that was a great moment. Definitely was going off, and it's, for me, the best part about playing. And I feel like in that moment I definitely frustrated her. So
and I just wish people would enjoy what we're seeing here. Nice block, Lexie Hull.
Yeah, people think Lexie Hull is like, just a shooter in the corner.
But with this explosive surge in attention comes a powerful and sometimes unpredictable force, the media whirlwind. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese aren't just basketball players anymore, they are rapidly becoming global brands. Their every move scrutinized, analyzed, and amplified by a voracious media cycle. This intense spotlight brings both opportunity and pressure. The narrative surrounding their rivalry is being actively shaped, sometimes simplified, and occasionally sensationalized. Navigating this complex media landscape will be a crucial skill for both players. Maintaining authenticity, controlling their own message, and shielding themselves from potential misrepresentation will be as vital as their on-court performance. The media narrative itself will become a significant subplot in the unfolding Clark versus Reese saga, influencing public perception and adding another layer of complexity to their rivalry. Looking beyond the immediate frenzy of their rookie season, the real question becomes, what kind of legacies will Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese build in the WNBA? Rookie year hype is fleeting. Sustained excellence and enduring impact are what truly define a career. Will this rivalry be a flash in the pan, or will it evolve into a defining chapter in WNBA history, a Magic versus Bird for a new generation? Both players possess the talent and competitive drive to achieve greatness, but the WNBA is a demanding league requiring resilience, adaptability, and continuous growth. Their long-term trajectory will depend not just on their individual skills, but on their ability to evolve their games, lead their teams, and navigate the inevitable challenges and triumphs that come with a prolonged professional career. The rookie season showdown is just the opening act. The true measure of their impact will be written over years, even decades of WNBA competition. As the inaugural WNBA season for Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese approaches, the tension is almost palpable. The unbelievable training, the brewing rivalry, the influx of rookie talent, it all converges into a moment of transformative potential for the league. But when the dust settles, when the buzzer sounds on those epic clashes, who will have truly seized the moment? Who will emerge as the defining force in this electrifying new era of the WNBA? Let your predictions fly in the comments below. The drama is just about to unfold.